So you run a restaurant, right? And you've probably noticed it's getting way, way harder for people to find you. It feels like the old marketing playbook just got thrown out the window. So what are the new rules? Today, we're going to break down the 3 massive shifts you have to understand to really succeed heading into 2026. And it all boils down to 2 big ideas: clarity and credibility.
This right here is the question that's keeping restaurant owners up at night. I mean, people are still hungry, they're still looking for great places to eat, but the path they take to find you is completely changed. The digital breadcrumbs they used to follow, they're just gone. So where are they looking instead?
Look at this. This right here, this is the whole story in one simple comparison. Remember the old days? The goal was to just show up on Google's list of 10 blue links. But now, with AI, over 60% of searches never even lead to a click. Think about that. Diners ask a question and they get one direct answer. If you're not part of that answer, for them, it's like you don't even exist. And that brings us to our first huge shift. Search isn't about a list of links anymore. It's about providing a single, definitive answer. The game has changed. It's not about climbing a list. It's about becoming the answer itself.
So this new goal has a name: Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. And forget everything you knew about just stuffing keywords onto a web page. This is all about structuring your restaurant's information so perfectly, so clearly, that an AI can look at it and confidently say, yep, this is the perfect place for what that diner is asking for.
Now, what's so fascinating here is just how different the thinking is. You see, old school search cared about keywords and links. But AI search, it's looking at structured data, it's looking for context. It's not just searching for pizza. No, it's trying to answer, where can I get gluten-free deep dish pizza with a heated patio that takes reservations for 6 people? And it's pulling bits and pieces from all over the web to construct that perfect answer.
So, how do you become that answer? Well, you have to make it incredibly easy for the machines to read and understand you. That means you've got to ditch those PDF menus. Seriously, use real text that an AI can actually read. Get super specific on your menu, down to the ingredients. And here's a big one. Make sure your hours, your address, everything is exactly the same across every single online listing. That consistency is absolutely crucial.
Okay, now let's move on to our second shift, because this is where a huge behavioral change is happening. While AI is reinventing Google search, for a lot of people, social media isn't just for scrolling through pictures anymore. It's become their primary search bar.
Hey, don't just take my word for it. Listen to Abby Hughes at Bell Communication. People are literally going to Instagram and TikTok first before they even think about opening Google or Yelp. I mean, think about that. The entire customer journey has been flipped on its head.
And what that means is your whole social media strategy has to evolve. A cute, vague caption like "chef's kiss," it does absolutely nothing for you in this new world. But a specific searchable caption like the one on the right, now you're talking. That post can actually show up when someone searches for "weekend brunch East Austin." Your captions have to pull double duty now. They need to engage and be discoverable.
So the new rules are pretty straightforward. You got to treat your Instagram feed like a mini website. Use captions and alt text that describe what's in the photo. Use hashtags to categorize your content so people can find it. And ask yourself this question: if a brand new customer lands on your profile, can they find your hours and your menu in 5 seconds? If the answer is no, you're probably losing them. And in this new world of social search, one format is absolute king. You can see it right here on the chart: short-form video. We're talking Reels and TikToks. It gets way more engagement than anything else. And these videos aren't just for fun anymore. They are a primary tool for getting discovered and for driving real foot traffic, especially on those slower nights during the week.
Okay, so we've talked about machine search and we've talked about social search. The third and final piece of this puzzle is, well, it's the most human one. In a world that's so driven by algorithms, authentic signals from real people have become the most valuable currency there is for building trust. Just let this number sink in for a second. 88%. That's how many diners trust an online review just as much as a recommendation from a close friend. That means the photos, the reviews, the comments from your actual customers, that is your new marketing department. That's your credibility. And this trust isn't just being built on Google or Yelp. Look at this. Local social groups are a massive source of recommendations. A stunning 59% of people on sites like Nextdoor have tried a restaurant because of something they saw there. These tiny, hyper-local conversations are driving real-world business decisions every single day. Let me just show you a perfect example of this in action. It's a real story from a local food group on Facebook. Someone posts a simple question. She's craving a really specific dish and can't find it anywhere. You know, a totally normal, everyday kind of post.
And then this happened. This is the magic moment. A local chef sees the post. He doesn't drop in a link to his website or some generic ad. No, he replies from his own personal profile, and he offers to make the exact dish just for her. It was authentic, it was personal, and it was genuinely helpful.
And the result? It was incredible. The post just blew up. All of a sudden, this restaurant got this huge wave of positive, authentic, word-of-mouth marketing, reaching thousands of potential customers in the area. And the cost to them? The price of one meal. Now that is the power of real community engagement.
So, let's bring this all home. We've seen how AI search, social search, and community are totally changing the game. What does this all mean for your strategy going forward?
Here's the most important thing to get. These three shifts are not separate things. They're all part of one big, interconnected system. You see, those AI answer engines we talked about at the beginning, they rely on all those social media posts, all those tagged photos, and all those positive reviews to figure out if your restaurant is actually a good, trustworthy answer. They all feed each other.
So at the end of the day, the new playbook is really about two things. First, clarity. You have to make all your information, your menus, hours, location, so structured and crystal clear that a machine can understand it without any confusion. And second, credibility. You have to build trust with real, authentic community signals, the reviews, the photos, the conversations that prove to both humans and AI that you are worth visiting.
So I'll just leave you with this one final thought to chew on. For years, we've thought about a menu as something for customers who are already at the table or on our website. But in 2026, your menu, with every specific searchable ingredient-level detail, is no longer just a list of what you sell. It's your single most powerful tool for helping new customers find you in the first place.